This introduction to sitting meditation has been created by Ralph Richmond. It is a sitting meditation, and as such, the silences will be somewhat longer, and this will make it more challenging. I encourage you to adopt an attitude of patience with yourself and perseverance as you learn a new practice. In sitting meditation, we will use our connection to the breath from the belly and our sense of the body to ground us in the present moment. One technique you can use during the long silences is to count your breaths. You have an in-breath, you have an out-breath, that's 1. You have an in-breath, you have an out-breath, that's 2, and so on. And by continuing to count our breathing breath by breath, we ground ourselves in the present moment. And the counting of the breaths can sort of be in the background as we observe the inner highways of the mind. Another technique that you can employ is that any time that you observe that you've been taken down a highway or you get caught up in an inner scene or thought or feeling or body sensation, perhaps you can just name it. Oh, I'm going down the worry highway. Seems like I'm being self-judgmental. And we can just take our attention back to the breath body after we observe. Our connection to the breath and the body is the admission price to the inner home theater. It creates a safe place and an anchor from which we can observe what is happening within. Your attention during the sitting meditation will wander. This is normal. And every time you're successful in noting what has happened and returning your attention to the breath and the body, you are creating a context of mindfulness. Just as our in-breath and our out-breath rises and passes away, so also you may find that thoughts, feelings, and body sensations arise and pass away as we turn our attention within during sitting meditation. The connection to the breath and body helps us observe the inner scenes. Usually, we want to hold on to what we find pleasurable and avoid what we find unpleasant there. The connection to the breath and body helps us to better observe from a safe place and name what is happening. When we discover we are caught up in a thought, a feeling, or a body sensation, perhaps we can name it and return our attention to the breath. Can we observe the inner landscape non-judgmentally and let whatever arises to be there until it passes away and the next scene unfolds? So, sitting meditation is a matter of being grounded in the breath and the body, and noticing, letting be, and letting go, as we keep our connection to the breath and the body, moment by moment, and breath by breath. If you decide to use the technique of counting your breaths, perhaps it's best to count up to 10 and then begin again at 1, rather than continuing forever with numbers. Again, it's your choice, and whatever helps you keep your attention with the breath during the long silences.